getting started with a beautiful design already. Now, when choosing your colors, ensure that the colors you will choose for your designs are colors that's friendly to the eyes, right? Colors that even those who have colored blindness can see. Now, it will interest you to know that the big brands, the major big tech brands and all of that, they are very sensitive to the colors they choose on their designs. You find Apple using black on their website. You find Facebook blue, um, Instagram, WhatsApp, green, red, colors that are easy to pick when you view. When combining colors, don't go using colors like orange and pink. Oh no, come on. I'm sure you're not going to do that. So we'll be looking at how to choose your colors and fonts. Now let's get started with exploring the color palettes. That's where the color is found. The color, like color plate or color container, right? Where you can have your color. So first I want us to go to templates and just pick any of the templates you have there, right? Let me just scroll up, pick any of these, and then we will run with it. Let's say you want to make a post for the day. Okay. Oh, a new fashion. All right, great. I'm seeing one here. It says new fashion. So click on it. Wait for it to load. That's a template you have chosen, right? Just know that that's your template. You've chosen your template. So let's get started with designing this. All right, good. So we've picked this template. Let's see what we can do with it. Now, it's important you know that on every template, each item found on the template is called a frame, right? Basic graphics knowledge tells you that it's frame. So if I tap on what it means is that you can move your frame just like in the house. Your frames, you can move it from one place to the other. You can put it on the wall, you can put it on the ground, you can put it anywhere you want in your house. So if I tap on this picture now, you see I can move it by just using my finger to drag around. If you're using your computer, you can move it by just using your mouse to drag it around, right? Okay, if I'm moving too fast, you can, as you're playing this video, you can slow it down, right? Or if you're good with this part already, you can just fast forward to the next lesson. So let's say I want this up here. So I move it up here and I leave it there. You can see? Beautiful, right? Now, these write-ups are also frames. Frames are not just pictures. Any item you have on your template, on your canvas. Now, this part you're doing this design is called your canvas. The design you have chosen, the example of this design we've chosen is called a template. Something you can work with, an already made design that you can work with is called a template. So we chose an already made design to work with. So all of the items on this template, they're called frames. So I have moved this picture frame up. Now let me move this text frame down. Let me put it like this. You can see it's looking beautiful, right? This other object here too, this object here is a frame. I can move this object anywhere I want. See, I can bring it down here like this. All of these texts at the bottom, they're also frames. You can move them around. This, you can move it around. Now, while moving it, be careful to know when you've hit the center. So it's important to align. So as I'm moving it, you see lines showing you, telling you grid measurement. So if I move this way, you see, let me look for half of the picture. All right, great. This is center. This is the center. Yeah, this is the center of it. Okay, so I'll leave it at the center. So what can I do? What can we do here? Now we've talked about coloring. Let's actually see the practical application of colors on our design, right? Before we move on to fonts. Fonts are like handwriting styles you want to use. So everybody in the world have different handwritings, right? So some two people have the same handwriting, but for fonts, when you talk about fonts, you're looking at the different handwritings you can use, handwriting styles you can use, right? So I'll keep going. Let me click on let's look at color first. So if I click on the background, you can see I've clicked on several things now. One, this picture. Two, this write-up. Three, this frame object. Four, this right up at the bottom. 5, this sample website at the bottom. 6 is the background. You can actually click the background. So as you click, just observe changes on your and what do you call it, the toolbar. We've explained the toolbar. That's those icons you find at the bottom of your phone, of your page, right? The toolbar. So at this point, we're seeing replace, color, animate, layers, and more. We'll get to see what they do, their functions, right? So when I click on this image, when I tap on this image, you see what shows up at the bottom there. It has changed to replace, color, effects, filters, adjust, crop, flip, animate, transparent, layers, position, merge, and more, right? That's info. So if I click on color, see, I've changed that. I've changed it. I've changed it. So you can actually change the color of a frame or an object you have clicked on. If you click on this plus sign here, let me go back to it again. Color, click on this plus sign here. It means you want to create your own custom color. That's the color you want. You want to create the one you want. Click X. So because I don't want to change that color, I'll look at the top of my screen. Look at the top. You see an arrow facing backwards. There's an arrow facing backwards. So tap it. That's undo to take you back to what we had before. Undo. Right, great. So we're back to our picture, right? Okay. So okay, I tap on the background. This background is black. So immediately I tapped on the background, you can see under color there is showing black. So if I tap on it once again, you can change it to white. You can change it to any other color you want, right? Scroll up, scroll up, scroll up to see color. Come on. Remember how I said don't use colors that are too harsh to the eyes of the viewer. When choosing colors, be careful, be mindful of your color choice, right? Just look for something cool and not too harsh. So let me see. All right, great. So let me use this. Okay, so I click this X to go away. Now this white frame, you can still maintain the white frame. You can see the contrast. The color I chose is contrasting. It's different from the background. It's different from this white. So don't go choose a white background. If you choose a white background, this frame here will not appear. Let's try it. Choose a white background. Can you see the frame and the right up, they are gone because they are white. If you want to use a white background, it means you must just tap on the screen and provide a different color for that frame. Can you see? If I tap on the screen, I'm sure my right up is here. If I tap on it, my right up is here. So I'll scroll to color and then I say maybe red, right? Okay, so remember, go back top left, the arrow facing back. Let me go back to what it used to be. Okay, so if we leave it at this, you can still go back again to what it was originally. I think this was what it was originally. Am I correct? Okay, still going back, still going back, still going back. All right, great. I think this was what it was originally. All right, so we've seen how to change the colors. Now, how to change the text. Just click on it. Once you tap on it, you see edit at the bottom. Edit will show. Click on edit, and then instead of having new fashion sales, you can say exotic fashion sales, or whatever your business is. If your business is about fashion sale, right? Just tap anywhere. You can see I've changed it. Changed what we had there before. So moving on, I'll see what else do we do now. Let's see what we can do. Let's explore the library, template library, right? Let's go back to exploring the template library. I can click the plus sign. Now all of these are templates. You can see template up here. All of these are templates. They are designs, wonderful designs you can pick. to do anything you want, just anything, right? Okay, so let's see how to okay, we've seen how to customize. So we just go back to our design. Now let's learn we've learned background colors, right? How to add grids and frames. So if you don't want this white frame here, this white frame or white grid, if you don't want it, what do you do? Let's see what we can do. Click on the plus sign. Click on the plus sign and let's scroll. Let's scroll. We're looking for, yeah, elements. Click on elements. That's where you get your grids or your frames. All right, so what do I want? You can see this. So if I say frame, if I search for frame here and click search, let's see what it gives me. See different frames you can work with. Now the ones with the crown are paid. They are paid frames. You can't use them unless you're on the paid version. So when I show you how to get the paid version for free, you can come back to your designs and be able to add them. So let's look for the ones without frame, without the crown. Let's look for the ones without the crown. Say this guy. All right, great. You can see how I added this guy by just tapping on it. So you can add this to your design. Let me take it up. Remember, then if you click on the dots, you see the dots on the four sides of the frame. I click the one at the bottom here. I can drag it like this. You can see my design. Then I can tap on the picture just to move it out of the frame, the new frame we just added. So it makes some sense. You can see coming out pretty good, right? All right, so that's how to add grid and frame. Then what next? How to add text. So remember I showed us how to edit the text that is already there. How about if you want to add your own text? You don't want what is there. Let's take for instance this one here. We don't need it. See the one I clicked? Once I click delete, it goes away. Now you want to add something. It's okay. We're the best in fashion, right? You want to add those words there. We're the best in fashion. What do we do? So click on the plus. The plus sign always brings you to adding new things. So if you clicked on elements, this is what you find under elements. I'll show us a lot we can do with elements. Now I'll go to text because we want to add text. Click on text. Under text, you see sample texts. Can you see sample designs you can use? Beautiful, right? I told you you're going to like the course. Now, let me just pick one of this here. This. Okay. It's pretty small, right? Let me look for it and drag it down here. Now, one way you can expand this is also using that circle there. Click. Can you see it's expanding? Another very easy way is now you're dragging this four pointed arrows to move it around. Four pointed arrows will move it around. Another way you can increase the font size is click on where you have font size. Then you can drag. You see, as I'm dragging, it's increasing. I take it back. So if I leave it this way, good. If I want it to stretch instead of hanging like this, I'll click on the dash at the middle of this dot. So try to put my finger there so I don't drag it. Yeah, good. Then click on the four dots and drag it to the middle. Remember, we want to add we're the best in fashion, right? So can you remember how we edit texts? Can you remember? How do we edit texts? Okay. I'm waiting for you. I know you're going to get it. All right, good. So just tap on it. You see edit at the bottom there. Click on edit. It's up for editing. Now I'll make it look like a slogan. I'll put dot 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 and say space. Say we are. No. Let me make it this way. We're the best in fashion deals, and I put the exclamation mark. We're the best in fashion deals. But I want it to be on one straight line, not broken like this. Remember, what do we do again? If you want to be on one straight line, you can reduce it by using the dots at the bottom right. See, it's using the font's size, but it still doesn't make it stretch. How do we make it stretch? Now click on, you can see the four arrows, four pointed arrows. Drag it to the left, because we can't stretch to the left again. You can stretch where you have this this dash. Look at the right hand side of this frame, you have this dash on it. So I'll click, and I'll be careful to click and drag it. Yeah, just stretched a bit. Then I'll move it to the center, and I leave it there. Right, great. You can change that color also. Click on it, scroll, look for colors. Remember, you choose a color that would be visible. This is not visible. You see what we're talking about? Black is not visible, white is visible. Just want to add some touch to it. A bit visible. Aha, I think this is visible. Beautiful. Or this, so that it rhymes with the frame up there. Remember, your design shouldn't have so many colors. 2 colors fine, 3 colors okay, but don't have so many colors. Your color combination includes your frames, include your write-ups, right? Just have a way of alternating them. You see what I did? The words exotic fashion sale is white. Then what the best in fashion deals is gold. Then the website is white. So I'll quickly edit. I think there's an error in that. I'll quickly just the best in fashion sales. Right, so go ahead now and try out something. You can edit this also by tapping and clicking edit to change it to what you want it to be. So we've talked about how to increase size by going to font size. That's how you can increase and decrease. Another thing is the handwriting. I've talked about the handwriting. So when you click on font, you want to change the handwriting. So I want to pick something like you see the way you're scrolling, the way they appear is how it will appear when you select it. So I'm scrolling through to look for something. I'm looking for it. Okay, Alex Brush. I think that's gonna be fine. So I click that X. You see how Alex Brush is. Now, as beautiful as that font style looks, I need us to pay attention. The style, as beautiful as that style looks, as beautiful as it looks, it's not um, it's not best practice, right? Best practice means it won't project your brand so well, because that's your website address. So look at the style, it's not very readable. So I'll suggest you go back, just click back, choose a font that is very readable. You can use that for the slogan, right? You can use that for slogan, this, right? So you can see, you can use that for the slogan. People can try to read it because they are normal English words, but if you use it for your website, you might not have people be able to read it. So at this point we'll stop, and then the next session we'll look at how to add images, to our design. So practice what you've learned, and see you in the next lesson.